Hi everyone, welcome to Facebook Friday. So glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. Just by simply showing up tells me a lot about you and the type of parent and grandparent you are trying to be for your child. Good job. Way to go. Way to go for being here. So today we're going to talk about 3 easy steps to how to prepare your child for violin. And maybe you're considering a different instrument than violin. This is also very applicable. Hi, I'm Miss Melody with Violin Practice Partner. I've been teaching violin for over 2 decades, and I love it. I love it. My purpose is to light the world through music by teaching children how to play the violin, while also building their confidence, building life skills, and increasing their academic achievement. Music really has a way of doing it all. I am consistently amazed. So let's dive in of how you can help prepare your child for violin or cello or whatever instrument you feel like will be the one that will help them. So let's go. Number 1, listening. Listening is one of the easiest and best ways to prepare your child for music lessons. Listening is so easy. You push a button and the child listens, right? So what are the benefits of listening? A child starts to hear the color of the instrument. They start to hear the phrasing. They start to hear pitch and tone. It's all built in listening. There's active listening and there's passive listening, and I recommend some of each. Passive listening is where you can put the music on while we're eating breakfast. That's what my mom always did when we were younger. Had our Suzuki CD going when we were eating breakfast, put it on in the car. I often put it on in the evening when my children are slowing down and getting ready for bed. And that is more of a passive listening. Active listening, however, is putting on the music and actually actively being a part of it. Moving to the music, having the body involved. That active listening engages other parts of the brain that help with that memory and have that deeper settling of that music and musicality and understanding and pulse. So both are recommended. It doesn't have to take a lot of time, but listening is key. Some of my favorite things to listen to, Bach is amazing. E major partita number 1. So much fun, absolutely beautiful. Look it up. Second one I love, of course, is listening to Mozart. Mozart D major, so bright, so beautiful. And Mendelssohn Violin Concerto. Many of you have probably heard it. Very memorable, singing melodies. Kids will love it. The studies have shown that even babies have recognized this concerto. After hearing it multiple times, they will respond. Remarkable. So listening. Get a CD, get an MP3, go on Spotify, get it free, get the listening going. And those are resources for you. Hilary Hahn just came out with an MP3 version. Beautiful, very artistic. It has a little bit more fun with taking time. If you want something a little more straightforward, William Prusel, very clear. They're all great, really, really great. And again, you can even go on Spotify and get some of it for free as well. So I recommend different recordings. It gets different perspectives and ideas. But regardless, listen. Listen in the morning, listen in the evening, listen at night. Fill your home with the environment of beautiful music. As Dr. Suzuki says, beautiful tone, beautiful heart, beautiful tone. Beautiful heart, beautiful tone. So listening, easy, push of a button. Second thing, learning. We get to learn alongside our child. I would first invest in a little bit of reading. Highly recommend some books. I'll start with the basic, for sure, must reads. And I've got 2 versions of this. I have the really old version for Nurtured by Love. And then here was what the Nurtured by Love looks like now. Yes, get this, read it. So good. The whole purpose of why we are teaching our children and how to do it in love. I also love this treasure. Ability development from age 0. Such a treasure. Read it. It will impact you as a parent. you will finish the book and just by reading it, have amazing perspective of how to help your child and your purpose and the great impact and influence that you can have. So good. Other ones I recommend, I love this. Teaching from the Balance Point has some very clear pictures and things to help get a child set up, but also balancing our practicing and balancing our approach to music. I also have to pull this one out. Such a treasure. This will help you grow. This is very recent. It's by Brittany Gardner. And even this morning, I just opened up to a random page and I was just edified. Wow, so much. Children can accomplish a great deal with the right motivation. I mean, wow. And then what is that? How do we tap into that? So good, so practical. This will help you grow by Brittany P. Gardner. So good. So learn with your child. Take them to a concert, or right now there's a lot on YouTube that you can watch. Listen to the different artists. It is so fun to watch playing. You can even turn off the music briefly and watch how the body moves. I do that a lot with my son, where we record his playing and we actually turn off the music and see the gestures and see the type of bow we're using. Do both, seeing it and listening to it. It's a fun exercise to do and awfully fun. So you get to learn with your child and also do some independent as a parent as well, gathering information and knowing the great impact and influence that music can have, not just musically, but on the child's development and our own development for that matter. I feel like so much of the reason why Dr. Suzuki wanted parents involved with children was not just for the child's sake, but also to develop us as parents. Okay. And so just that quick review, we've got Nurtured by Love. We have This Will Help You Grow, Teaching from the Balance Point, and there's so much more, but these are some of the treasures. Ability Development from Age 0, those are some of my favorites. Third easy step. Let's review. We talked about listening, we talked about learning and observing, and the third one is, any guesses? Preparation. Preparation. Prepare for practice. There are two main ways to prepare for practice. There's the external preparation and then there's the internal preparation. Let's start with external. Create a power space. Create a space where your child can be focused, where they can know they can go into that space and be empowered and be able to have the supplies they need, maybe a music stand and a metronome, and their books are ready to go. They have their charts ready to go. Create a music space. I actually love seeing how parents have created music spaces, and I love taking pictures when I get a chance in people's homes. Like, it is beautiful to see the power space that they have created for practicing. And just dedicating a space shows the importance to the child of music and how important it is to practice and to be consistent, and that we're creating actual physical space in the home in order to create that space in our lives, to create that consistency. So create a power space in preparation for your child to begin the violin. Also, internally, we want to create space in our schedules and in our minds. If we are already really full and rushing from one thing to the next, you may want to look at cutting something out so that there is space. When we are in a rush, there is less effective practice. When we are present, there is more effective practice. So instead of being in a state of rush, let's come from a state of presence and being clear and having direction. That makes all the difference. So look at your schedules. Define when are we going to practice rather than I hope we get to practicing today. We want to set a very clear defined time of when we're going to practice. If you have little ones, I highly recommend before noon. Have violin be one of the first things they do in the morning because it lights up the brain. It'll help them in their other work as well. So let's review 3 easy steps: listening, learning, and preparing for practice. You've got this. Thank you so much for joining me. You are the parent your child needs today, just as you are. Thank you so much for the work that you do, and have fun. Have fun with your kids today. Hey, if you need a guide on how to get a great teacher, I'm happy to give that to you free. Thank you so much. Share if this is helpful, and we will see you next Friday, Facebook Friday. We'll be talking about bow holds. Can't wait. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.